Hi, it's day 4 of week 3 of New Worlds November. I've read 2 short stories today from Beyond Time, Classic Tales of Time Unwound, edited by Mike Ashley. The first story I read was Omega by Amelia Reynolds Long, and this, I think, is another story that's I'd say the third best short story of New Worlds November so far. It's time travel on a mental realm, a sort of hypnotic state. There's these 2 scientists. One scientist is the narrator, Dr. Michael Claybridge, living in the year 1926, and the other scientist, Professor Mortimer, who's the one carrying out the experiments and doing the hypnosis. Kind of reminds me of a Roger Corman movie. I'm blanking on the name. I think it was The Undead or something like that. It was lampooned by Mystery Science Theatre and the later versions of Mystery Science Theatre when it was Mike Nelson, and it's travelling back in time via hypnosis. The person lives it, and they travel back there mentally, but travelling back in time in this story, towards the end, it does take a massive toll on the person who's doing it, because they are sent into the future, and specifically the end of humanity, the last days of humanity, the year, a very, very far off year. I thought it was quite a crazy number. Where is it? $30,000 and something it was. 46,812, which I thought was a crazy number. I mean, even for being written in that time, it still seems like a crazy number. But I really like it. It's a good story, well written. The second story, The Book of Worlds by Miles J. Breuer. This is thus far the most scientific of the time travel short stories. It actually has a mathematical equation in it. I don't know if that's if that makes any sense. My mathematic is pretty shameful. And it's a story really about a telescope that can see both back into the past and into the future. And thus it can really see humanity itself. And sort of similar to the previous story, it's really concerning two scientists. In this case, a psychiatrist, Professor Cosgrave, who's the sort of tragic focus of the short story. It's narrated by another scientist. I don't think it gives the name, but this Professor Cosgrave has a sad demise. What he sees really of humanity in this mass expanse of time causes him to lose his mind. And also, like one of the alien stories, it does a thing involving paper. If I'll just do a demonstration. And it's also like the short story that was during the week 1 involving aliens. The name of the short story escapes me now, but it was involving dimension, and it was also using paper in the same way, really. So I was marking out the two things, and there's a distance of centimeters. But if I fold the paper, the distance becomes, it goes from centimeters to millimeters, and that's this is from a 2D perspective. It doesn't really add anything to the short story, but it's a nice scientific detail. But as I said, it was similar to that other story. I'll leave a link to the video, but the name escapes me, but it was the same principle of dimension in using paper to illustrate it. The story Book of Worlds, for the most part, is really a scientific lecture. That's how it read to me. It doesn't really get interesting until the end, and the sort of tragic not exactly demise of the Professor Cosgrove character, but the tragic sort of finality of the character. So it's an okay story. Thanks for watching. Bye.